Hi guys, it's been a while since I've done a video, so I thought I would get out a canvas today and I would do a mixed media piece. This canvas is 16 by 20 and I'm going to start by putting some white gesso primer on this canvas. I'll probably do 2 coats before I start laying down any other materials. Okay, so through the magic of editing, that is the second coat. I'm going to wash out my brush and let this dry, and I'll get started on the next part. Okay, now that the canvas is dry, I'm going to start sticking some different materials on here to give this canvas some texture, and I will be using gel matte medium to stick them down. I have some cheesecloth that I'm going to be putting on right now. This is a piece that has already been out of the package and it's been smooshed up and wrinkled, and so it's got some nice texture to it, and I'm going to try to leave some of that in as I stick it down. So I'm going to speed this up, get this stuck down, and we'll go from there. Okay, the cheesecloth is on and it is dried. I've trimmed the edges of the cheesecloth and I used some more gel medium to make sure that the edges were stuck down really well. I also wrapped some string around the canvas and I'm going to glue this in place for some more added texture, and I'm probably going to put some thinner string on as well, and I'll do that off camera. I'm going to glue it all down and then we'll cut the back strings off and just make sure that the edges are secured really well, and then we'll go to the next step. Okay, so the thinner strings are on and in place, and I've secured everything down with the gel matte medium. I have cut off the back strings and secured the edges with more gel matte medium to make sure that they don't come up. That's all dry now. I've made some paper clay using recycled egg cartons, some joint compound, some Elmer's glue, some baby oil, and some flour, and I've mixed all of that up. There's a lot of different recipes online that you can find. This is the one that I like to use because I like to recycle the egg cartons we use here at the house. So I'll include that recipe in the description below if you want to use this one. I'm going to create these elements and then I'm going to adhere them with some gel matte medium to this piece, and then we'll go from there. Alright, so I've spent about 4 days shaping these roses and letting them dry thoroughly, and then I mixed a little bit of gel medium with some water and brushed that over the petals just to smooth them down just a little bit more. I'm going to paint these off of the canvas with a base color so I can get into all of these little spaces, and then I will gesso my canvas. After I gessoed this, I decided I wanted a little bit more texture on this canvas before I start to paint it. So I got some lace out and I'll attach that with some more gel medium, and then I'll gesso over everything one more time. And then I'm going to work on painting this before I attach my roses. I've applied 2 coats of paint to the leaves and the roses, and the second coat was darker on the roses so that I could dry brush a lighter color over the top. I'm going to attach these using some more gel medium, and then we'll let it dry thoroughly, and then we'll finish this piece up. Okay, so this is completed now. There's a couple of things that I wanted to mention. The roses, I thought, in my opinion, were too pink for what I was going for, so I took some chalk pastel in brown and deepened all of the grooves, and it gave it kind of an antique feel. And I decided also that there wasn't enough contrast in the canvas when I glued down my roses, so I decided to deepen the corners with some brown to give it some more contrast. And contrast is always going to be your friend when you're doing art pieces because it gives you something more visually stimulating to look at. I also decided that I wanted a little bit more detail in the leaves, so I did go in off camera and paint those only because the glare from the light was too much and I couldn't see what I was doing. So I hope that you enjoyed this video, and if you stuck around until now, bravo. I know it's been kind of a long one. This has taken me about 2 weeks to put together. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you found some value in it. Thanks for watching.